Hello students, welcome back in our new session. Today in this session we will discuss about variables in Python. A variable stores data temporarily so Python has two basic modes, that is script and interactive. So script is the normal mode where the script has been written and finished. .py files are run in Python interpreter, and second is interactive mode. It is a mode that is a command line shell which gives immediate feedback for each statement while running previously fed statement in active memory. In this, if we talk about the batch mode, how we can use the batch mode? Just we have to open the file and write the program a equals to 1000, b equals to 2000, and now if we print the arithmetic operations like print sum equals to a plus b and print mul equals to a into b. Now save the program using .py file. Py is the extension through which we save the Python program. Second one is interactive mode. In this mode, we use a statement of operation line by line. First, when we write a equals to 100, then after when we click the enter, so the next mode of operation will be shown here. So the execution will be performed and we write the second line of statement, that is b equals to 200. So these are separate line of statement. It is shown by the greater than sign of 3 symbols. So and finally when we want to print both the numbers, then we use the print statements. Print and sum equals to a plus b, and we got the final answer, that is 300. So by the definition, if we talk about the interactive mode, so interactive mode is used for testing purpose, and this mode is invented for testing line by line of Python program. And if we talk about the batch mode, then batch mode is invented for project development purpose. When we design or create a project in Python programming, then we need to write the program in batch mode. Okay, Let's see an example of these modes. So this is a interactive mode in which we execute the line of statement line by line, like this. If I write 1 equals to 100, this line of statement has been executed. Now the second statement, if I write here like this, then this line of statement has been executed. Now finally, if I want to use some arithmetic operation in this, then I will write like this. Here a plus b, the sum equals to 300. This is also a line of statement which gives us the result of sum equals to 300. So such kind of mode is a interactive mode. Now if we talk about the batch mode, so to start the batch mode we have to click on the file, and in file we use the click on the new file. So as we click on the new file, here we find the one file. That mode is known as batch mode. Here we can write number of line of statement, like a equals to 1, print so like this. Now to execute this whole program we will use this run tab. Here we will click on the run, and here run module. When we click on run module, it is showing that the program must be saved before the execution. So I am just click on OK. Here I am giving the some name for the file, that is suppose where. Now here Python file is given save as type. So here we will write .py. Py is the extension to save the Python program. Now this is the location where we store the program, that is inside the Python 3.7. You can change this path. Okay. By default this is okay. Now I will save this program. When I save this program, so the resultant value is already executed and we got the result in the interactive mode. So we can write the program in the batch mode, but after execution we take the resultant value in the interactive mode. Okay, this is the main separation of interactive mode and batch mode. So batch mode is used when we write the program for the project development purpose, and interactive mode for the testing purpose, when we check or test the program line by line. Okay. Now we come to the naming convention of the variables. So naming convention of variables, this is also called as rules for naming the variables. This is also called as rules for naming the variables. The programmer has to follow certain rules and regulations for naming the variables, that is to give a name to the variable. Now some rules should be followed by a programmer. So here we have rule 1. So every variable should start with either an alphabet or an underscore symbol, but should not start with number or any other symbol except underscore. For example, we have total equals to 1000, that is valid use of variable. Underscore total is also a valid variable, but 12 total is not a valid because the variable name start with the number, and add total is also because it is also starting with some special symbol. Let's take an example. Here we use total, so it is valid. Underscore total equals to 1000, that is also valid. Total equals to 1000. It gives some error, that is invalid syntax, because the variable name starts with the 12, that is number. Total equals to 1000. At the rate total is also not a valid variable because it starts with the special symbol, that is at the rate. Likewise, if I use, that is also valid. Here another symbol, special symbol we are using in the naming convention of variable. The special symbol is not used and required, compulsorily prohibited to use in the variable. That's why it also giving some error, invalid syntax. Now if I am using something like this, that is underscore equals to 2000, that is also valid. Single underscore also have a valid naming convention. Underscore hyphen underscore equals to 900, that is giving error. Why? Because we are using some, here we are using some operators like hyphen that shows the minus sign. That's why it is also invalid naming convention for the variables. Now if we talk about the rule number 2, what is rule number 2? Rule second is keywords should not be used for variable names. What it's mean? Keywords like true equals to 100 or 1000, if equals to 2000, these are keywords which is not required in naming convention of the variables. Let's take an example. So here if I use true equals to 1000, it is also giving some error, that is can't assign to keyword. And if equals to 2000, if it is not, it is small I, if equals to, it is also giving error. Okay, so it means we cannot use keywords as a naming convention of the variable. Now take a rule number 3. What is rule number 3? Rule 3 is between the words of variables, space should not be used. Instead of space, an underscore symbol can be used. For example, talk about the example. So example is, for example, sub space total equals to 9000, that is invalid, as it already mentioned that space between two words cannot be allowed in a naming convention of the variable. That's why it is invalid. And sub underscore total equals to 9000, it is valid naming convention because underscore is already is used and allowed in naming convention of the variables. Rule number 4. What is rule number 4? Rule number 4 is Python is case sensitive programming language, that is uppercase letter is different from lowercase letter. Let's take an example. For example, here total is equals to 10,000. This is completely, as it is showing, this is complete small letters. Now total is again we are using, that is completely uppercase, that is have different value. Now here in third variable we use only the first letter is the capital and remaining is the small letters. So the third variable is also valid and have some different value. Fourth one is again using the fourth one, here we use the capital T. So this is also a different letter or keyword variable name, so which also have some unique value. So mean to say we have common name but different pattern. Here all the letters are capital, here all the letters are here all the letters are small, here all the letters are capital, here first letter is capital and here middle letter is the capital. Both the conditions are true and valid naming convention for the variable declaration. This is the rule number 4. Let's take an example here like this. This is valid. If I print here, so the resultant value will be declared. Now if I am using like this and if I show the value of this is showing. Third is if I am using first letter is capital and remaining letters are small, so have some different value, like this is also valid. So all these examples have some valid naming convention of the variable. That is the rule number 4. Now we talk about the rule number 5. What is rule number 5? So if we talk about the rule number 5, so what is rule number 5? Rule number 5 is that the length of the variable can be anything, that is programmer can give as much length of characters as possible for variable name, means there is no limit to assign the variable names. So for example, like if I am using here a b something like this, any number and number of letters we can use in a single variable. So here we use an variable name, so it is also a valid naming convention of the variable. Let's take an example of this. Now let's take an example here. If I am using some number like this and giving some value to this variable, it is valid. Now if I am using this number for getting the resultant value, it is showing the resultant value. So mean to say we can use as much as length of the characters possible for the naming convention of the variables. So these all are the rules for naming convention. So just go for it and make some practices for these rules. And thanks for watching this video, and stay on this channel for more some lectures on the Python. So we will discuss more and more about the Python. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.